Let's make peppered steak for the family and for friends of the family. Let us consider the essentials of making the best peppered steak ever. The cut of beef you choose will impact the flavor, the texture, the appearance, and the experience in the end. Today, I have chosen to use the mock tender steak from the back of the cow. I have cut it across the grain after freezing it lightly so it's easier to prep. I'm adding a pinch of baking soda, some salt, lots of crushed black pepper. We're making peppered steak, so it has to be peppery. To that, I'm also adding a little bit of cooking olive oil, a splash of dark soy sauce, then some light soy sauce, then some honey as well, which you may substitute with brown sugar or molasses. For aromatics, we're going to start with 3 cloves of garlic, which we'll mince directly into the steak. There's a variety of steak options to choose from for your beef stir fries. In the past, I have used flank steak, tenderloin, and today I chose the mock tender steak. It all depends on how you treat the beef. You must cut across the grain for it to cook nice and tender. I also have some ginger, which I am going to mince finely. The ginger is perfectly minced, and I have 3 more cloves of garlic for the vegetable part of the pepper steak recipe. So I'm going to mince that also and set aside. And we're still in the marinating phase of the steak, so we're going with some of the minced ginger, cornstarch, and then we're also going to add some bouillon, and this is vegetable bouillon. You may also substitute with all-purpose seasoning, any kind you like to cook with, and then mix to combine. We'll set aside after combining the ingredients for about 20 to 30 minutes, and it smells heavenly. And here are the peppers for the peppered steak recipe we're making. It's not peppered steak if we don't have the peppers. So I have 4 bell peppers, red and green. You can choose any color you love. It's your food. You do whatever you want with it. So I am just going to cut these into bite-sized pieces, which you may treat just as I have, or you can cut them into thick strips. What you don't want to do is to chop them finely. They will overcook if that happens. I also have 2 large onions, to which I will give the same treatment. For your beef stir fries, or any stir fries for that matter, you always want to prep everything before you turn the heat on. Because once the heat comes on, there is no time in between to prep anything. Our vegetables are prepped. The steak is marinating. Now let's work on the slurry. To some cornstarch, I've added some vegetable bouillon, some crushed black pepper, a pinch of salt, and some water. Stir and set that aside, and then that is also ready to go, and then we can start cooking. Now wait for the smoke. There it is. We're ready to cook. And there is your peppered steak, beautifully cooked, nice and saucy. Yes, there's enough sauce around this pepper steak to serve over some rice and mashed potatoes, even noodles, whatever you choose to do with it. You can even have it by itself or dip some bread into it. Why not? Today we're having it with rice because that's how we like to have ours. And look at all that sauce. Cooking time didn't even take 10 minutes, y'all. So when the steak goes in, you spread it out, you leave it alone for at least 2 minutes before you start stirring, with the heat still on very high. And once all the pink is gone, you can go in with the rest of your ingredients, your vegetables, the rest of your aromatics, and then your slurry. And before you know it, your pepper steak is done cooking. It should take less than 6 minutes to cook it. And there's some rice, fluffily cooked basmati rice. And I just really love to have my pepper steak with rice. I've had it with noodles before, mashed potatoes, and it was heavenly. The steak is juicy, it is tender. The vegetables are crunchy still, not overcooked at all. So yeah, this is a win-win. Juicy, tender, melt in your mouth, crunchy vegetables, saucy, well seasoned, full of umami. Yes, Sister Madame is super happy right now. I am very well pleased, and I hope that you are inspired to try this simple, beautiful recipe. The rest will be packaged now for family, friends. And stir fries are so perfect for meal prepping, especially weekly meal prepping. Cook some rice, serve it side by side, package it in your to-go containers or your lunch boxes, and they're perfect for your students, for yourself, for work. Yeah. So I hope you're really inspired. Thank you so much for watching, friends and family. Make it a great day, and as always, have fun, especially in that kitchen.